this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
Hello race fans and welcome to Daytona International Speedway for tonight's running in the IAA Truck Series, the series premiere for these guys. Firing off, trucks are getting gridded. Qualifying's done. Looks like they're gonna have just one duel before we get this race fired up. So just about all the trucks have gridded up. Pace car is going to bring him around the track one time. Got a pretty stacked field here tonight for this dual race. Looks like we've got 24, 25. And Jimmy Emos firing off a pit road is going to make 26. And down the backstretch for quite the long pace lap. But so we're gonna have one dual race tonight. We're gonna have a 45 lap feature after this 10 lap 10 lap heat or duel with a 45 lap feature as the pace car is inching closer to pit road. Heading down to the Geico restart zone, and the green flag is out for the 2024 IAA Truck Series. Spencer and Chicano are going to bring them down into turn one. Everyone is side by side clean. And Durand already pushing on the back of Spencer as they head down into turn 1 through 2. Inside line making progress early as the high side 25 Chicano is falling back just a tad. And Durand going to send it up top to the high side right in front of Chicano. Everybody making a good, clean first lap. Oh, as we got some contact right there between the 77 and 39. That's Griffin and Roy. And they're 3 wide a bit further back. Oh, contact with that 44. That's Coggin with Jeff Pogo sliding up into him. And up front, pretty well single filed out. Double file a bit further back. And coming out of turn number 4 now. And some aggressive moves early on here. It was just a 10-lap race. We got 8 to go. And pushing 3 wide again. That 21 on the outside, Daniel Dill. And jumbling, shuffling, high lane, low lane, back and forth. Everybody kind of getting a little bit out of shape. And we got 3. Oh, we got one going to get hung up on the outside. That's the 20 of Zane Bailey. Looks like he's getting hung out to dry on the high side. He got shoved out there when they were jumbling around going down the backstretch. Now he's just trying to get back in line somewhere. The opportunity right there, and he's going to get picked up. Like that is John Gallagher in that 123 car. It's going to let Zane Bailey in that 20 in. And front row 3 wide right now. Spencer Chicano, Durand. First 2 rows are 3 wide. Oh, we got contact. The 14's into the wall. Oh, and now cogging down the track. There goes Brashears across in the infield. 7 laps to go. Still green. See if we can find out what just happened there. Coggin kind of think it jacked up a bit and just slams. Who is that? Oh, that's Man Jr. And the 14's going with him, too. So that's actually not going to bring out a caution here tonight, as we're going to remain green. Here they come out of turn number 4. Heading down to the line with just 5 laps to go in this dual race. First 2 single file and double back. Oh, we got a wreck. And that's not going to bring out a yellow. I'm thinking racing cautions are not on. Watching that black rifle car, and just gets a little push from, I believe that's Gilmore, hard into the wall. Couple of trucks with not really anywhere to go. 29 gets hooked again. Oh, and we got a big wreck on the back as we go back to live. Huge wreck. All right, whoa. Let's back that one up a hair. Oh, front row. That 25 down into the 9. Gets the 9 again, sends the 9 up across the track, and just barely gets Spencer. And that is that going to be everybody? Oh, looks like the 8's going to make it through. 8 and the 24 look like they made it through. Oh, spoke too soon. Quite a wreck indeed. So even with all that, still keeping it green as we got 3 laps to go. We're looking up at the front runners now. We got Noah Abbott, Jeff Pogo, John Gallagher are your top 3 right at the moment. Those are the only trucks that made it through there. Actually, I believe Abbott got some damage. It looks like the side of his truck is scratched up a bit. But those are the 3 remaining trucks that we've got here tonight. Fortunately, this just being the dual race with 2 laps to go. They're coming up on the white flag here. And there it is, white flag for Abbott. What's going to happen during this last lap here? Pogo's sticking right with him. Gallagher's trying to go to the high side, but he doesn't really have much of a run. He's not gonna be able to do it by himself. Unless he can get right behind that 5. No. Oh, wow. As I speak, he goes right by the 5 on the high side. I'm pretty surprised by that, but 8 on the low side there. 3 wide, going for the lead on the final lap here, heading down in the turn number 3. And Gallagher's going to slide up the track and fall back just a hair. Here they come, 3 wide. They're making contact. Who's going to get it? And it's going to be Gallagher, Abbott, and Pogo. What a great finish between those 3. Clean 3 wide. As they're going to wreck them all as we wrap up this dual race here tonight at Daytona.
Spectrum Business.
We're going to take a short break for the warm-up session, and we'll be back with your gridding lineup. Welcome back, race fans, to Daytona International Speedway for the series opener of the IAA Truck Series. We've just finished warm-up after that exciting first duel, or only duel, and we are gridding up for the 45-lap feature race we've got here tonight. All right, let's take you down through the field now. Starting off in first on the pole is going to be John Gallagher with Noah Abbott to his outside. Row 2 is going to have Alan Duggar and Scott Griffin. Row 3 is going to have Dave Stinson and Alonso Chicano. Oh, now they got me all messed up. Not sure what Chicano is doing up there, but alright, we'll just fire off again. Firing off on the pole is going to be John Gallagher with Noah Abbott on his outside. Row 2, Jeff Pogo, Daniel Dill. Row 3, Alan Duggar and Scott Griffin. Row 4, Dave Stinson, Charles Silvis. Row 5, Andrew Jones, Justin Durand. Row 11, Alonso Chicano and Dustin Coggin. Row 12 is going to be Blaine Drigger. Row 7 is going to be Blaine Driggers and Randy Brashears. Row 8, Jimmy Emos, Sean Freeman. Row 9 will be Zane Bailey and William Mann Jr. Row 10, Chris Spencer and Wesley Crump. Row 11, Dalton Schley and David Durand. Row 12 will be Davis Scott and Kevin Roy. And bringing up the rear of the field is going to be Sean Merriman and Jeff Gilmore. Getting ready to take the green flag is Chris Spencer. Pace car is off. Barney the flagman got that green flag up in his hand. And there it goes. The first feature race of 2024 for the IAA Truck Series is underway. Spencer and Chicano going to bring him down into turn 3 now. Side by side, the first handful of rows. Looks like we don't actually have much singled out racing quite yet. So side by side, what we like to see. Good clean lap number 1 here at Daytona. Looks like the back of the pack is broken up a bit more here. Yeah, they come back down the back stretch again. Spencer and Chicano still out front, leading front row of this one. Lap 2 of 45, everybody just needing to kind of settle in for a bit. We got a few trucks kind of bobbing and weaving. A bit of trouble staying perfectly lined and locked up. Now you got Gallagher and Abbott as that second row battling side by side. Who's going to be able to give a better push to the truck in front of them. See who's going to be able to work better, the inside line, outside, what it's going to be. There's a bit of movement in the back. And that top line having a hard time lining up. Looks like that 5's about to get out of line. Is he going to try to make a move? I wasn't sure if he might look like he was going to end up just getting shuffled out. And we got one looking on the high side. That's Charles Silvis, and that did not work out for him as he just went back quick. And it looks like he might have even brushed the wall. We get a bit of smoke. Oh, there's some... And here we go. Gallagher, inside wall, and for some reason we're still green. I'm thinking there might be some kind of error with the cautions here. Unless they just set it for... Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know why we don't have a caution right there. But we're going to continue on green. Lap number 4 of 45. They're coming back down to the stripe to grab lap number 5 tonight. Side by side still, Chicano and Spencer. Row 2, Griffin and Abbott. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to Gallagher. It's like maybe that 12 got a... Oh, did he just blow up? Oh, we're gonna have to go on board. I think he just blew up. Here we go. Yeah, this truck just blew up. That's what happened there. No kidding. That's unfortunate. The Gallagher coming out of the corner in second place, drafting off to the back of Spencer. Ends up, the engine just pops right in front of everyone. And that 12 with nowhere to go. Ends up turning him. Gallagher gets the wall on the inside, and he's going to try and coast that thing back to pit road. Not sure if they'll be able to do anything for him. I'm not sure if they have fast repair in this league. I believe they do. As we do see Gallagher coming back out on track now. So that's going to confirm they do have fast repair. But looks like they're doing a pretty decent job here. Staying in line. I just see Emos dip below the yellow line as soon as I say that. Everybody just trying to keep a good, relatively calm pace for the moment. It's still early on in this race. Spencer has fallen quite a bit back to 11th now. Chicano leading with Durand on his outside. Oh, way down the track is that Jones? Ooh, that's Andrew Jones, yeah, in that 3 truck. All out of shape. He's going to have to try and get in behind someone and get a little bit of air. Back up at the front. And Spencer gets way out of line here. Wondering if he's opting to just go and sit in the back. Maybe play a little more conservative role. We've seen Spencer do this before. And just kind of shoot up through the field late in the race. So we'll see if he's got, if that's his plan and he's able to execute it, if so. Chicano and Duran still continuing to lead the front row of this race. So we're on lap number 10. And Scott Griffin dip his tires below the line, just a hair there. 28 getting up out of line. Not sure what he's doing. He had room to get back down in front of that 24 truck. Five truck all over the back of the 39 of Griffin. And down through 3 and 4. Very tight up front. Is that high line starting to fall back just a bit? They're going to pick their momentum back up and catch back up. However, they're falling back again now. Is Chicano going to just hold the bottom line? Looks like he is. Oh, and he kind of backs up to that 39 truck. And, wow, that inside line really stalled out big time. Honestly, kind of surprised that Coggin did not send it down to the low side right there. Big push from the 5. Oh, here we go. Oh, man, I saw that one coming. And there's going to be our first caution of the night. Chicano gets wrecked from the lead. That push going through the corner, I saw that one coming, as that was just not going to work. This is a little after it started. Here we go. 5 with a big push through the corner. Gets to that 25 rather. Just too much of a run coming off the corner. And Chicano, you going to be able to keep it off the wall? Look at that. Throttle up. Lock it down. Oh my goodness. In. Almost. Man, that could have been so much worse. Great job by him. Let's watch that one in full speed. That could have been so much worse than it was. Great almost save by Chicano. Unfortunately for him, that's going to put him all the way back into 18th from the lead. However, super speedway racing, it's at least I find it a bit easier to get to the front. Caution number 1 here. We run on lap number 14. And looks like we're going to have pit takers. Pace car is off. And the green flag is out. Got a lot of trucks deciding to take that low line. And the low line is going to surge ahead early, as is the high side with the 24 truck leading. Falling back just a bit. Who's that? Gonna try and make a move. Head up to the high side. Is that Crump? That's Crump in that 17 truck. once again. Crump gonna head up to the lead, at least that front line, with Durand on his low side. Crump, one of those names we see up front a lot in the Xfinity series. Is he gonna have the same trend in the Truck series? As Durand being pretty dominant as of right now. Second and third, Durand. I'm sure I've made that joke before. I'm sure they've heard it before. So you get a main pack out front here, double wide, and there's for the most part a single file pack and behind. Spencer up on the high side by himself. Maybe gonna drop in behind Freeman here. Yeah, looks like he's just about to, but back up front. Durand with a full flank out ahead. Here comes Crump on the high side. Got a bit of a gap between Man Jr. and Bailey. Jr. gonna have to try and close that gap up so we can get some more momentum going on that low side. The high side is pretty well nose to tail as we got one in the wall. That's one of the Durand's 24 truck slaps the wall on the high side. He's gonna fall back in line right where he was in the second row. Down the backstretch, bobbing and weaving back and forth, and here goes Durand on the high side, pushing 3 wide for the lead. He doesn't have anyone pushing behind him, though. He's going to need some help. Oh, nobody's going to go with him. That's going to cost him. Now he's going to fall back. Hung out to dry on the high side is Durand in that 24 truck. Quickly falls out of the top 10, all the way back to 15th. Just trying to go for a lead spot, and nobody would go with him. Just shows how much drafting really makes a difference here with the aerodynamics of these trucks. Crump, Durand still out front, the front row. See if anybody else is going to be making some moves. Pushing 3 wide now. We got 2 rows going 3 wide. Chicano on the high side. He got in trouble on that last caution. So to the back to 18th, and now he is not waiting for his turn to get back up front as he is pushing 3 wide. And there goes the 25 across his nose. Excuse me, 12. The 12 truck goes across his nose, and we're still green, and there's the yellow as we've got more wreckage up front. As that big crash happens, we almost have a fatal computer error. Saved her. Let's see, where does this start? We're gonna have to break this one down a few times. Alright, let's start up front with that 25. Alright, when you're watching the high side, and it goes across, the 12 goes across the nose of the 25, and it looks like people just, let's see what caused the second caution. Or, not second caution, but, oh, right there. Front row Crump. All right, let's see this. Ooh, maybe some net code there. And there just goes everybody. Crump goes into Duran. And yeah, I'd say that's some net code too. Duran hard into the wall. We got the 85-44 Coggin, that 5 of Abbott. We got Man Jr. We got a 66 truck in there. Another big wreck here at Daytona. So that's going to bring out caution number 2 as we have got 22 laps to go. So we're going to have some pit stops here. Pace car is off. They're coming down to the Geico restart zone. And Bailey with a huge jump. Just 20 laps to go here tonight at Daytona for the IAA Truck Series. Bailey and Coggin holding down row number 1. Freeman and Man Jr. behind them. Oh, we got all kinds of trucks out of shape. Emo's way below the line. Got that 14, I believe that's Driggers down below the line. Yes, it is. Orange Kubota truck, and Freeman's going to fall in behind Coggin down on the low line. So Coggin, Freeman, Bailey, your top 3 right now. Man Jr. behind them. Brashear's trying to get the high side going. Looks like Brashear, who's that pushing Brashear's? Let's take a look. Bear with me, we've got plenty of new names this season, as well as just being the new season. That's 18 of Sean Merriman. Bailey and Man Jr. side by side now. Man Jr.'s gone to the high side in front of Brashear's. He's going to be able to work with Brashear's. Freeman looked like he was almost possibly going to go up to the high side in front of Jr., but he did not do that. He stays down behind Coggin as that high side is starting to get some momentum going. Coggin, Freeman, Bailey holding up the first 3 rows on the inside. Man Jr. and Brashear's outside first 2 rows. Coming across the line with 18 laps to go now. Past the halfway point. And looks like they're almost trying to go 3 wide. Brashear's trying to get by Junior. And here he goes. He's going to put the nose in there. Junior is trying to block him. Kind of looked like neither one of them was sure if they were going to block, make the move or not. And then they both ended up backing off just a tad. Oh, Brashear's going to stay behind Junior. Almost contact right here. Is he going to give him a push? It's right to his bumper, all over him. Like that high side just having a bit more trouble forming up as they're just bobbing and weaving and trying to get around each other, whereas the low side led by Coggin seems to be a bit more organized. And Brashear's getting way out of line there. This high side's gonna have to clean it up if they're gonna be able to get by that low line with Coggin leading. You can see when these trucks get out of line, not perfectly lined up, they lose some speed there as opposed to the ones that are just about perfectly lined up. So we got some 3 wide in the back. Nope, they're going to shut it down quickly. Continuing to hold down the front row is Man Jr. and Coggin. Brashear seems like when he goes into the corner, he just launches too high. Can't seem to stay right behind Jr. And looks like here he goes. Brashear's going to shove Jr. to the high side and make a move, pushing a 3 wide, taking Chicano with him. Jr. gets strung out, and he is going back in a hurry. Ugh, always tough when you just get booted out of line like that. What do they call that? From the penthouse to the outhouse. He was trying to get back in line there, but they're 3 wide. He's not able to get in right where he was trying to. So that's going to put Brashear's up on the front row now. Brashear's being pushed by Chicano, Coggin, and Freeman. Bit of a gap between them. Freeman going to try and close that up now as they're coming off of turn 2. Freeman down below the line. Bailey following him down there. Oh, big move out of Spencer. Dips down to the low side in front of Coggin. So Spencer's going to be waiting for Coggin to get up to him, give him a little push. See what he can do. And Chicano all over back the bumper of Brashear's. That was looking a little scary for a second. And here goes Chicano down to the low side. He's going to try and make a pass on Brashear's. Getting down in front of Spencer. Side by side as they come down the backstretch. Bashir's, Chicano, Schley, and Spencer. The first 2 rows all side by side. Continuing down over the stripe with just 13 laps to go. So Chicano still out front with Bashir's. Everybody continuing to just hold the positions where they are right now. Spencer bobbing and weaving back and forth on the back bumper of Chicano. Everybody's starting to get bunched up a bit now. Hitting the line, 12 to go. Got a few of them 3 wide in the back with Bailey on the inside. Shouldn't say in the back, say mid-pack. Got Bailey, Durand, and who's on the high side? 28? Yes, it is. That is 28 is Charles Silvis. We've seen him get hung up on the outside a couple of times. That high line gonna have to again organize up a bit as the low side seems to be a little better organized. I almost feel like a low side is a little easier to be organized since you can kind of just stick with that yellow line. Whereas the other 2 lines, I mean, you can stick on the wall with the high side, but that's as long as you can keep off of it. As we have got 3 wide, multiple rows deep. And look at them go down the backstretch with 11 laps to go. We got 1, 2, 3. We got at least 3 rows, 3 wide in contact. No harm, no foul. They're keeping it going. Oh, and there's the foul contact. Shouldn't say foul, killer contact. How about that? The one's going to bring out caution number 3 with 11 laps to go. Let's see if we can find this accident. Oh, where is the darn thing? There we go. Let's that 39 truck. That's where the center it was. That's Scott Griffin. Center up on him. Find a good camera. Back it up just a touch. And here we go. Oof. Oh, that was net code, wasn't it? Looked like some net code with Freeman and that 5 truck. Oops. Alright, one more time here. I don't know. I have to see if we can get a better camera. I almost feel like that was a little bit of net code. As we got a big wreck, couple trucks loose in their front ends. So that's going to bring out caution number 3. As we are just inside 10 laps to go. Evan Roy currently the leader, but on pit road. And there we go. Chocano takes his spot back in first position. Into the restart zone they go, and the green flag is out for Chicano. Down the front stretch they go into turn number 1. Chicano and Coggin on that front row, but Spencer is ahead of Coggin on the low line. Once again, that low line seems to be forming up a bit better. Spencer's going to jump up to the high side. Bobbing and weaving they are. Coggin all over the back bumper of Spencer. Giving that truck a heck of a push down the back stretch, and Spencer's going to send it down to the low line. That's going to leave Coggin out on the high side to try and get up into the front position. Ooh. Looks like Chicano was going to try it, decided not to. Now he is going to try it up on the high side in front of Coggin. Now he's going to try and get by Spencer on the high side as that 12 truck of Duggar is pushing Spencer now on the low line. And through turn 1 and 2 as we got 6 laps to go, winding down here tonight at Daytona. And more bobbing and weaving. Coming down the backstretch, we got 3 wide. 3 wide. Oh, here we go. 12 into the 25. We got a big wreck. There's the big one. And that was a big wreck. All right, we're watching Coggin in that 44, the center line. Ooh, that kind of looks like netcode again. If we look, we can see he doesn't actually touch him. There is a space there. Either that or the 12 just decided to turn, but I kind of don't think that's what it is. And Calamity from there, just nowhere for anyone to go. Gallagher goes nose into the wall hard. And trucks just piling in. The 12 is on top of 2 other trucks over there. And still flying through the air. Duggar going for a heck of a ride. And just sandwiched again in a very odd way. So there is the big one at Daytona. It's going to be caution number 4 as we've got just 5 laps to go here. Thinking this one might be a green-white checkered. Looks like we're going to choose this time. Lights are off on the pace car. Green flag is going to wave one more time. We've got just 2 laps to go. Spencer with a great restart. Looks like those top 3 trucks had a breakaway. We got a bit of a gap now. May not be a good thing. That 18 is going to want to get down low in front of Bailey, and he does. And they're kind of bunching up behind him. 3 wide. Emo's on the outside. Duran not going to be a good leading truck with a lot of damage on the front of that. Brashear's going to try and get by him. Going to try and sandwich him. And there we go. Wrecking again. Oh, hard contact. Brashear's on the side of Freeman. And the caution is going to be not out. All right, well, no caution. That's good. Yeah, there it is. So this one's going to bring a green-white checkered. So once again, another caution.
When you're driving a truly dependable vehicle, you don't need an award to feel confident.
details I can't escape. Be with me tonight, and I couldn't turn down like a moth to a flame, drawing her more closer than I can take. Crying my I'm so ashamed. Stop thinking you won't be blamed.
And the pace car is off. Barney gonna throw that green flag for our first green-white checker of the night. Crump all over the back bumper of Bashir's. We can see Spencer's got a great restart. Gilmore right behind him on the low line. Spencer still leading with Gilmore behind him. Bailey. And who's out to the outside of Bailey? That is the 18 of Sean Merriman. Bailey going to move up to the high side in front of Merriman. Try and get some momentum going up high. So we got two lines going. Oh! Got some damage to the front of Gilmore's truck. Sure, if he just kind of rammed him, and it's odd that he got that damage, but that's going to cost him as he has fallen back quick. And the white flag is out. The next flag is going to end this race tonight. Bailey out front, currently leading with Merriman on the outside in the front row. Anybody have anything? Oh, and that 18 of Merriman gets dropped through the center, and he's going backwards, and the 8 is going around. Crump, Chicano, who's going to be up front? We still got Bailey, Spencer, and Driggers. Chicano falling back. It looks like he's going to fall out of this one. Here comes Spencer on the high side. Bailey didn't put a block on him. Oh, that might cost Bailey, and it's going to. His Christopher Spencer is going to take the win here tonight at Daytona in the series opener for the IAA Truck Series. Chris Spencer bringing that truck home into victory lane. All right, folks, so we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the top finishers of the evening. So don't go anywhere. All right, race fans, welcome back to Daytona for the IAA Truck Series. Final rundown. Let's see. Okay, it's not going to pop up. So, final rundowns would be Chris Spencer, Zane Bailey, Blaine Driggers, Alonzo Chicano, Jeff Gilmore, Andrew Jones, David Duran, Sean Freeman, William Mann Jr., Wesley Crump's top 10, Jimmy Emos, Dave Stinson, Kevin Roy, Randy Bashirs, Daniel Dill, Justin Durand, Dalton Schley, Sean Merriman, Jeff Pogo, and Davis Scott. Top 20, Noah Abbott, Dustin Coggin, John Gallagher, Alan Duggar, Scott Griffin, and Charles Silvis is the rest of the field in the finishing positions. So let's bring in our top 3 finishers now. Let's start off with Blaine Driggers, bringing it home in 3rd place tonight. Blaine, we didn't really see a whole heck of a lot other than getting into some trouble until the very end there. Tell us how you ended up on the podium.
Yeah, dude. So at the start, I had a plan after practice. I was just going to ride in the back the whole race, which is what I did. Worked out pretty good. I missed those first 3 big wrecks and kind of chilled there. I was waiting for about 10 laps to go to make my move, and wreck happened on lap 10, which worked out perfect. Kind of clipped the apron a little bit, which shot my car to the right, and I bounced off the wall, but didn't have any damage. I was going for it again, got caught up in that last wreck, and I thought I was in trouble because I was going to restart in the back with like 3 laps, or I forget how many laps were left to go, but I thought I was going to be in trouble for sure, but we just went through it, had a good restart at the end, and just going to stay behind those 2 guys after that big wreck behind me. I had no help, and I saw, I can't remember who came in second, but I went to, was going to follow him, and when they started side drafting, I went to the outside to see if I can make up for it, but I just couldn't quite get there. But it's a good start to the season.
Absolutely, throwing that thing up on the podium. As you said, good start for the series opener for the IAA Trucks. Podium finish for Blaine Driggers, so congratulations on that. Who do you want to thank?
Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank Randy for that badass Kubota scheme he made me, and John for pushing me up the field for a little bit, and that's about it.
All right, congratulations, Blaine.
Thank you.
And our 2nd place finisher, Zane Bailey. Zane, we seen you up front all over the place, doing pretty well, getting caught up in some stuff, and putting it in 2nd place. Tell us how you ended up there.
Yeah, I just tried to stay up front all throughout the night. That plan really worked. I didn't get in any crashes, and I thought I won, but nope.
Now tell us how come you didn't throw a block up on there right at the end.
I don't know. I think I was just gonna win, and I don't know.
Well, hey, 2nd place nevertheless, and keeping it clean, not putting the bumper to him or anything like that. That's definitely respectable. So congratulations on the 2nd place in the series opener. Who do you want to thank?
I don't know. I worked with a lot of people tonight.
All right. Well, congratulations on the 2nd place, and we look to see you through the season, Zane.
Yep, thank you.
All right, let's see if we can get Chris Spencer in here. Chris Spencer, our big winner tonight. Have you seen you up front for a lot of that race? We saw you drop back mid race and then back up front, putting that thing on the podium. Tell us how you did it.
Man, just crazy. The restart tapped me a little bit there. I just happened to be lined up in the right spots. But what a wild race. Great racing up there. Really tight racing that we've seen from the practice and the heat as well. Was up there early, and they got a little too wild up there. They didn't want to destroy the truck, so kind of fell back there about mid-race and just rode around a little bit, get a feel for everything. And it just so happens, I say, with about 15 to go, it just happened to line up in the right line and got back up there. I ran into the 25 somewhere along the field with a lot of good racing with him all race. I kind of just followed him up to the front.
Yeah, you want to take us through that last lap on how you made that pass right at the end?
Yeah, that last lap was kind of wild. We came off of 4 to take the white flag, and I think Netcode just destroyed the 57. It looks like, and just stopped him. So I thought I was a sent and duck, and I tried to throw a block, and was hoping I didn't get dumped when I threw that block. The 18 went around me on the outside there. We went down 1 and 2. He ended up getting down in front of me when we get down to 1 and 2. By the time we got to 3 and 4, it looks like there was a wreck behind us. So I was kind of behind him and just pushed him enough in front of me, and we were able to just race it out to the line there, me, him, and the 14.
All right, well, it was a great finish and a last-second steal for that win. So congratulations on the series opener win tonight. And who do you want to thank?
Smoke Show Racing, the whole team. Again, just always great racing there. And the Truck Series makes its return this season. It's been about a year, so happy to see that, and happy for another fun season here. 1-5 Studio, Chris, go love going back watching the replays, and every week I go back and watch every race. Also, recent refresh on our Xfinity car. We're looking forward to hopefully a championship run this season.
All right, sounds good. And congratulations again on the big Daytona win tonight, and we look forward to seeing you through the season.
Yes, sir. Look forward to hopefully some more visits to the booth.
Absolutely. All right, thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here at 1-5 Studios for tonight. Thanks for joining us for the series opener of the IAA Truck Series here at Daytona. Chris Spencer, your big winner here tonight, taking that win on the last lap for a last-minute pass, putting that thing in victory lane. So once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss any of the racing action, and we will see you at the next track.